A year. Do you want to make trap melodies? Boombap bass lines? Or something more unique? I've timestamped all the value in this video, so please feel free to go around to the portions you want to learn first. If you have no idea how to use FL Studios whatsoever, please check out this video I linked at the top. First and foremost, I want to give you these things. These things will carry us through the entire video. When you open up your piano roll, go to your settings. At the top, you'll see helpers, there's ghost channels, and then there's scale highlighting. Both of these are extremely important when it comes to melodies, especially if you don't know music theory. So when you go to scale highlighting, you'll select a scale. You can even select a major, or where's that friendly minor? Right there. Aeolian is the name. So let's go major. So these gray areas, the lighter gray areas compared to the darker gray areas. The lighter gray areas is your scales. So if we check this out, we'll put 2 notes here, go back to helpers, scale highlighting, let's do minor. The highlighting has changed. So that is how you set up your helper in order for you to always be in scale. Another good tip, if you don't want to click on individual notes, but you want to have a whole scales or chords brought to you, you go up here to stamp. You click stamp, and you can slide through and pick what you want. Aeolian is minor, and then there's major. And you can experiment with any of these. Once you click it, anywhere you click will be the bass. So this will be an F sharp on this chord. Next is your ghost channels. Back in the helper, ghost channels. So say I put 2 here. Say actually, I wanted to make a scale real quick, right? Now, if I open up any other piano roll, these notes are still here. So those are your ghost channels. Those are good when you're stacking and layering melodies because it allows you to see what you had prior. So I'm not going to be going over any hardcore in-depth music theory, but I want you to understand this because terminology is important. If you have 1 note, they usually call that your key. If you have multiple notes, that becomes your chord. When you fill it out, you can see C7 to 8. That is your octave. But enough of that. No more music theory. We're going to get into this. And the final tip before we get into the first category is play by ear. You don't need to know music theory. You just need to know music. You just need to know what feels good. Trap beats are uncreative and highly effective. I said it, I meant it. I'm just playing. Trap beats are kind of dope. Let's get into it. All right, so I kind of cheated a little bit. I made a drum pattern already. So trap beats are always the best when they are the simplest. 2, 3, 4 notes. When you start making a melody, if you don't have anything already in mind, just pick a random key. Doesn't matter where it goes. Right? Now you can use your helper. Do some scale highlighting. I'm in F7, so let's do F. All right. And so I'm going to slide this one, just being creative. So we have notes here already. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the beginning of our melody. I like that already, actually. I'm going to slide this one out because I feel like it would be better if it was slid out a little bit more. Yeah, that's nice. And because it's a trap melody, I don't want to make this overcomplicated by continuing to add progression. So I'm just going to duplicate this. I just Control B on Windows. Slide this over real quick. And also, when you're in your piano roll, hit this magnet. You go to Event, Bar. I usually go to Event. And it just snaps into grid for you. So. That's you're done. What can I say? I'm good. You know, you're done. But wait, there's more.
But wait, There's more.
I want to add some sauce to this. I want to add some flavor to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the piano roll. You just click on the patterns where the pattern is. I'm going to go to helper. Enable ghost channels. Right? Now, I'm actually just going to right click, clone. And let's see if we can get some pads. Okay, I found a pad that I like. We're going to go into piano roll. Way too high. I'm going to drop this down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go out of scale a little bit here because it just sounds better to my ear. I like that. It's gonna be a little haunting. It's gonna be a little haunting. And I'm just adding what I hear in my head at this point. Bing, bing, bing. Let's get it. Yes, sir. So that is what I did here. I used a little bit of the ghost notes, a little bit of the helper, added a pad. So I have my main melody, my pad. So the thing with trap is you want it to have bounce. 808s and the main lead give it that bounce. So now you know how to make melodies. I don't want to hear any excuses from you. You just have to refine your skills, because I can give you the ingredients, but I cannot cook for you, my guy or girl. I cannot cook for you, my G. So we are done with trap. Not gonna hold you. I usually sample for Boombap, but this is a melody video. So if you want me to show you how to sample, I'm gonna need you to click the like, subscribe, and then stay synced up. So what can I show you in Boombap? What I can show you is, now bass lines are usually pretty simple, but they can get complex extremely fast. So keep it stupid simple. I got a little Boombap lined up here. I open GMS, analog bass 2, going into piano roll. I like that. Where's that? I'm using my keyboard. It's just my regular keyboard. It's like literally my keyboard. So this G on my keyboard is giving me an F sharp. Let's go to scale highlighting. Let's hit F sharp. Boom. Yep. It's super simple. Yeah. So you can grab this, right? Grab the whole thing. Duplicate it. Zoom out. Grab the draw and slide it up to another octave. Yeah, just like that, you can slap out some melody. So this is a quick little bass line. Now, let's say I wanted to replace this with boo bass. Another tip, if you go into your menu and the piano roll, you can go to Tools, go to Strum, you just hit Accept. Now, as you keep playing with this, you'll play with the knobs and you'll see different effects. But if you hit it, kind of adds more of a human, lifelike element to it. So I added some keys because, well, I like this. And that's Boombap. Pro tip, Boombap and Lo-Fi are cousins. So you can use any of these tips to branch out of just trap or Boombap. You can pretty much make it super melodic wherever you go. I've hopped over to FL Studios 11, FL Studios 12, same. Everything I've shown you so far is like bass level form, bass level melodies. But right now, I'm about to take you to the hyperbolic time chamber, get you right, because we into some Super Saiyan melodies. This right here is a project I was working on. It's called Fantasy Chord Practice. I was just practicing chords. So if we open a piano roll, this is the same thing that you've learned from all the lessons, all the genres we covered. I went in here and followed some chords, and this is what it sounds like. For all you FL Studios 11 and 12 users, it's pretty much identical to FL Studios 20. I usually use FL Studios 20 to make videos, but honestly, I use FL Studios 11 for like all of my production. This is my bread and butter. This is what I love. So if you go into your tools, you go into helper, ghost notes is here, detect scales, note grid, it's pretty much the same. And then when you go to chords, it's the same thing as stamps on FL Studios 20. Melody layering is when you take your bass form layers and evolve them like Digimon. So I have this one melody here that you've heard, and I have a second melody that I stacked underneath it. Just copied and pasted, adjusted minute things to give it some more oomph. And by minute, I mean nothing. I don't think I changed anything. It's just copied and pasted. Delicious. Next pro tip though is that these should be on different insert tracks for the mixer because they're on top of each other. So I'll put this one on 2, put this one on 3, and then we'll hit our mixer. So I'll mute this one. We're going to be working on this first one right here. When I hit play, see it's there. So I'm going to go into the EQ. When it comes to layering melodies, I like to make sure that they're all in their own frequency band, unless they complement each other. So for this one, I'm gonna go over here and put 2 shelves around the frequency, around the sound. That way I cut out any unnecessary highs and cut out any unnecessary lows. But you have to be delicate and do this by ear, because if you cut too much, then it starts to sound like, it sounds different. Which could be trash, or it could be the most beautiful mistake you've ever made. I kind of like the sand at the high end of it. The sand goes away if you listen. But I like that. It's like an ocean. I don't need so much of that low end. Didn't change the sound, makes it more refined and crispy. All right, next. We'll go into the second one, which is my brass. All right, so EQ, same. All right. I do want to go back to this one because there's some frequencies in here I like. So I look at the heat map right here where it's highlighted. It shows you where the frequencies are the most saturated or dense. I was about to get really nerdy. Yeah, where the sounds are the most resonant. And I like this low mid area. I also like this upper mid area. It's pretty. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this. This has frequencies I like too. Now, they're kind of similar in frequency band. You don't want to muddy your frequencies up unless they complement each other, like I said earlier. And I think they do on this one. So I'm gonna go right into a similar zone and bump it up a little bit. And if I remember clearly, I had a nice little arch here on this one. Woodwinds, brass. I'm gonna put a little bump here so I can get the fullness in that area. And I'm gonna drop this here. So the reason I have this here is because this is a little high, this is a little low. 1.9 kHz. I have a little dip, I have a little rise, so they can mesh together. I put a little bump here in between these two, and then I raise this up, and I pushed it a little to the left of where the wind instruments are. So now when I play them together, they should blend very nicely. And the reason I tell you to go Super Saiyan with your melodies is so you can break out of that simple trap, boom bap, lo-fi type of genre. I want you to create music that's unique to you, you know, that you want to hear, that other people can be connected to and be inspired by. This is my bass melody or bass line. It's trash, but I love it. I just need to clean it up. And I'm out. Like, subscribe, EBW Productions. Enjoy your day. See you next time.